So in the last session, we have completed our fundamentals, right? This boot process, password reset. I will once you guys are familiar with the router and switch, then I will teach you how to do the password reset and the console. Okay, console we'll do today, and we'll start the practice today. Okay. So I believe everyone is having this packet tracer. If no, then you guys can visit to the Cisco website and download the Cisco packet tracer. Register yourself and download. Okay. So there is an this is our this will be our tools to to perform the practical. So if you guys are able to see this logical and the physical option are there, right? So in real time, you guys will get the some rakes, and under the rakes on top of like router switch servers will be installed, right? So physical, and here there is a rake. Okay, uh, just a minute. Here like this. Okay, so like this, if you select, and here you'll get to know what is this. This is a rake. Okay, so I chosen two rake by mistake. Delete one rake. Okay, and there is a table. Okay, so this is a table, and here you need to select what. Let me zoom in, so better understanding. Okay, so I'm just connecting one router. This is a router. Okay, like this it will be. Okay, so if you see, this is your power cord, and this is a router, and we need to select one switch. So this is a switch 2960 catalyst switch we are selecting. And for that we required one PC. So this is the column for the PC on the desktop. I'm keeping here as one single desktop to take the console. Okay, so this is our cable parts. So this you able to see now connectors. So if you click this, there is a multiple types of cables. So for the for taking a console, we have a specific cable that is in here PC PT everything. When you bring your cursor into the on top of cable, here it is a console cable. This is a copper straight through cable. This is a crossover cable. This is a fiber cable, and phone and many more cables are there, but that is not required for us. So to first of all, we required to take a console. Okay, so click on this, and this is our RS32. In your case, it might be a USB. So you need to select this, and there will be a one more option like for the console. Okay, just a minute. So it is highest zoom. Okay, so this will be our. Okay, fine. So here these are the your front side. Let me zoom in first again to switch to to show you the router. This is the router. Okay, Cisco router. Let me zoom in more. So router will be like this. Okay, this is our Ethernet cable. This is our USB cable, and this is our gigabit Ethernet cable. This is auxiliary port. Okay, so if you check, there is a slots. In the slots, we can add many interfaces. But in this real device, let's suppose there is go to the back side, right click and inspect rear. And if you do like this, then you'll get the console port also. So there isn't just power on off cable. There is a no console port. So we need to change the model of the firewall, the model of the router. So zoom in, zoom out, and zoom out, and zoom out. Okay. Now click on the router, and here there is many more router 43 series. Let me select this router. Okay. Here backside inspect layer. So console cable might be here. Console ports. Zoom in. Zoom in. And if you see the backside, okay, you'll get to know the console. Blue color option is there. Okay. So for that we need to go to the cable and select the console port, and here in the console, and after this console we need to go our RS32. Just a minute. We'll go like this time, here and here, and after this we need to go this router, and router to the right click inspect layer and connect with the console cable. Okay, yeah, so like this we need to connect first time. When the real device, there will be a one application that is called putty. So you need to select putty. Okay, but double click on the PC, go to the desktop, and here you'll get a terminal. Okay, terminal to the OK. So like this, you can get the console of the router or any device, router or switch. Okay, like this you can get it. Like the same way, we can connect this one more cable. Okay, one more cable with this device to this here gigabit Ethernet. Cannot connect to that port. Okay, gigabit to gigabit. So like this, the connectivity will be okay. Firewall to there is a router to switch, and switch to the PCs. But first time we are taking, so that so we can take console like this, and also we can take a console of the switch in the same way. Okay, so like this you need to take the console, and after that you'll need to start the configuration. Okay, like enable show IP interface brief. Some commands will be there. So IP interface brief. So if you see there will be a show running configuration. So if you check there is nothing to be configured like that, you'll get the option. Okay, so I'm going to out from here. So this is the real scenario. Okay, real device scenario. So again we'll go to the logical, and like this our device is connected. Okay, so just delete all these things, and I'll teach you guys in a very simple way. Okay, so when you are working with this, minimize, right click on this, physical, delete devices, delete device, and delete device, delete this device also. Okay, and come to the logical part, and when you come to the logical part, you need to select, go to this is the network devices and the routers, any router, and any desktop. Okay, any desktop, and you just simply need to select the cable, and after this is a blue color cable, you need to select like this, and here console to the where RS32. Okay, so like this you have to select this. Okay, after that you need to double click on this and CLI mode directly. If you want, you can get this kind of in simulation, but I wanted to get console of this router into this PC. So in real time, you'll get one putty software, but here you'll this is a terminal. Terminal will work like a putty. So like this, no, okay. So there is nothing, no interface, and it will ask if you choose yes, then it will ask like exit, and I chosen a no, right? So again go to the terminal, and we need to turn off the machine. Okay, physical, and turn off. There is an option to turn off, zoom in, and here there is turn off. Okay, I'm again turning on, and I'm again I'm going to this PC, and instead of here you'll go to the terminal. Okay, and it is booting now. Okay, so this is the process how to take the console. No, if you're selecting no, then no after enter, then you need to configure by yourself. Otherwise, if you're selecting yes, then it will ask, and you have to be do yes everything. Okay, like this it will work, but we have to be configure, and we have to be learn about this for this devices, that Cisco devices. So better to turn off it again. Okay, and we'll restart it. So this is the way how to take the console of any router or any switches. Okay, by using the console cable, you need to connect this console port and RS32, or in case of nowadays, it is not required the console cable, directly RJ45 to RJ45 cable that you can connect by using that. Okay, straight through cable. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this. From here you can delete. From here you can delete. Okay, so like this you have to do, but there is now we are going to perform the practical, but we cannot blindly we cannot set up our lab. There is some rule to set up the labs. So like this you have to select, and these are the way control, and let's suppose I'm not going to select again and again, so better to control, press the control and select any device, and press it like this. Okay, place it here. Okay, that is the way. And another thing, there is a, if you don't know which cable do you need to use, then select this one by pressing the control. Select like this. Okay, select like this and keep like this. Okay, so there is no much more interface are available. So by using this NIM24, we can choose this one as a serial. We can, this is a cover, and we if you want to add more interfaces, you can choose this as a and place it. But it will say cannot add a module when the power is on. So for that we require to turn off the machine. Okay, zoom in and turn off. Then you need to go and select this. Okay, drag and drop here. Again, turn on the PC. Okay, like this you need to do. Okay, again it is going to be start. There is some more settings, options, and preferences, and the way of font. If you wanted to increase the font, you can increase the size. Okay, and the color iOS text black and white. So instead of white, I'm keeping as a yellow. No, I'm keeping as a black. Instead of black, I will keep as a yellow, and the background I'm using as a black. Okay, so like that you can choose and you can make a comfort as per your requirement. So now this, again we need to select the cable and cable to cable. Okay, and again we need to select the cable. Okay, that's it. So these are the way how we are going to connect our devices. Okay, so for that we required some there is some rule. So that rule I'm going to explain you guys. Don't connect blindly to any PC. Okay, so there is some rules. So first rule number one is telling, rule number one. Okay, rule one is telling the directly connected devices must be in a same network. So what in here, this is a B1. Okay, this is a B2, and this is a branch 3. Okay, so there is directly connectivity is there, right? Are you guys there? Hello, everyone.
Yes, sir.
This is branch 1 is connected with directly with the branch 2, branch 3 is connected directly with the branch 2. Here these are the local area network side. This will be our local area network side. Okay, and this will be also LAN side. Okay, this will be okay. So directly connected network, when you talk about this it is telling must be in a same network, like 192.168.1.1. If you're using into this interface, you need to choose in this interface for this branch 2, 192.168.1.2 or 1.3, 1.4. Like this, you need to choose because both are directly connected like this. Okay, let's suppose there is a 10.0.0.1 in this interface. So here 10.0.0.2, 3, 4, 5 up to 254. Okay, like this, you need to select here. You need to assign an IP. Remember, indirectly connected network. Okay, indirectly means the sense in every interface. Second rule, every interface must be in a different network. Like this router is having two interface 1 and interface 2. So let's suppose I'm using 192.168.1.1. So I cannot use 192.168.1.1 again. Okay, because router will not allow you to configure the duplicate IP. Okay, it will deny, it will refuse your configuration. So better remember the second rule. Whenever you're connecting in router, in every interface, there should be a different IP. Okay, got it. And third rule is telling the entire network, like these are our offices, right? Let's suppose this is a branch 1, branch 2, and branch 3. I'm using here 11.1.1.1 is a gateway for this branch, this local users. So again I cannot use 11 here. Again I cannot, means IP cannot be repeated in the same network. Okay, like again I will use 12.1.1.1 I cannot use 12 again here. Okay, 12.1.1 I cannot use. I can use 13 or 14 or 15, anything like 172.16.0.0. So this is the way how you're going to implement your topology. Okay, by using this three rule. Okay, clear or anything else, guys?
Clear, sir.
Clear, right? So font and I am just always use a port label, so we'll get the interface. Okay. So how to assign the IP address into this interface? So let's suppose double click on this router, go to the CLI mode. Okay. Now no, and first command enable to enter the, this is our user, this is our privilege mode. Okay. Now we use in, now by using enable we'll come into the um, this is a user mode and this is a privilege mode. Okay, this is in user mode and this is in a privilege mode. So we can, there is a way, by using a question mark you'll get to know what we can, what are the things that we can perform in this stage, in this mode. Okay, in privilege mode. Okay, clear? And after that there is a third mode, con global configuration. Okay, global configuration terminal. So by using this is a global configuration mode we are telling. Okay, so how many modes we are having in the routers or switches also? This is a user mode, that is the symbol is greater than. After that, to go ahead, one step ahead, to enter that privilege mode you need to enable, you need to select enable. Okay, and after that enter, after enter you'll do the question mark to understand what are the things that we can configure in this mode. After that, to enter the global configuration mode you need to do configuration terminal commands is there. Okay, so from here you can do the question mark, look like everything you can configure here. Okay, many things will configure here. Okay, so these are the way. So and to verify this the running configurations, so here if you put the so here, so it is not accepting. Okay, but if you put do so interface brief, so like this, do so IP interface brief. So like this, if you do, you'll get to know how many interface and what are the IPs are assigned into the interface, particular interfaces. And do so running configuration. Okay, running config. Okay, so like the do so run. Okay, by using this do so running configuration you will get to know what are the configuration has been done. Okay, and yesterday we learned about whatever we are doing now, this is in RAM. Okay, so do go to the exit and so startup configuration to check whether it is anything is available into that our NVRAM. Okay, that hard drive kind of thing we learned yesterday, right? So this will be, these are the RAMs. Okay, so flash memory. So where our iOS is available, that is a dot bin. So these are the command to verify and to understand the things. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now there is an, how many interface are there? Gigabit 0 by 0 and gigabit 0 by 0 by 1. So 0 by 0 by 0 by 0 by 1 is our lane and gigabit 0 by 0 is our another interface which is connected to the another branch. Okay, so like that. So go to the configuration terminal interface. Now where we need to enter into this interface. Okay, to assign the IP. So interface, I am just putting int then tab, so it will automatically choose interface, then gig. Okay, gigabit. I just selected, I just typed GIG and press the tab, automatically it will come. Okay, then what is the your interface? 0 by 0 by 0, so 0 by 0 by 0. Okay, then IP, we need to assign IP address. Okay, so I'm assigning 192.168.1.1 255.255.255.0. Done, selected. And by default every interface is in down mode, so we need to do in turn on mode. Okay, so for that no shutdown, already in shutdown, so we are just asking to no shutdown. Okay, so like that we have to choose. And if you check here, do so IP interface brief, you'll get to know this IP has been assigned to this particular interface and the status is up, protocol is down because this site not configured and no traffic has been generated, so it is showing as a protocol down. Okay, so like that you need to configure another interface. If exit interface, which one? Gigabit 0 by 0 by 1. I'm using 17 IP address 172.16.1.1, 255.255.0.0, and no shutdown. Okay, no shutdown. So this is the way how you're going to do. Again, if you check, so IP interface brief. Okay, okay. Let's suppose here now we are configured multiple IPs, right? Here we are configured, right? So
Yes, sir.
let me do some setting here. Option preferences and the front and the font. There is be 8. So instead of keeping 8, we are keeping as a 14. So it will become higher. Okay, the font size will be increased. So this is the way. Okay, now again select it. Click on this to click on this. So now it is properly visible, right? So this is the way how you are going to configure. So let's suppose configuration terminal, and I wanted to interface gigabit 0 by 0 by 0. Again I am here, and I wanted to come one step back. So I will do the I will press I'll use the command exit. So I one step back. Again I will use exit for the one step back. Okay, like that you have to do configuration terminal interface gigabit 0 by 0 by 0. Okay, and after that, what if you wanted to exit by using a single command? So that is the end. So directly you can come to your privilege mode. Okay, so these are the basic that we have to do that. Okay. Okay. Now again, we'll need to come here. What IP we are using here? So 190. So if you want to just show IP interface brief, okay. So 192.168.1.1 I'm using here. I used here. So I will use 192.168.1.2. 192 or 168.1.1. So here I will use 192.168.1.2. Here I need to use any IP like 1.1.1.1. So here I will use 1.1.1.2. Here I will use 172.16.16 dot, 16. Better to take a 172.21.1.1. I'm using this side 172.22.1.1. Okay, so like that also we can do the configuration. Don't think like these are the same, because we are using class B, and both first and second octet is not matching. So this both are in different network. Okay, don't consider like both are in same network. Clear? So
Yes,
here
sir.
1.1. So 172.16 1.1 is here. Here 172.16.1.1. So this is our what? This is our this will call our gateway IP. Okay, for the local area users. Okay. So let's suppose let me connect some PCs here by using this. I'm using one PC here, second PC and third PC. Let me connect this PC by using this cable and select this. Okay, select this and select this. Okay, this is the way how you're taking. So now this one. So what is this? Another one. No. Enable configuration terminal interface gigabit 0 by 0 by 0. IP address, what is that? 192.168.1.2, 255.255.255.0, and no shutdown. Okay, now it is done. If you check, so IP interface brief, now it is showing up, right? It is showing this in this interface 192.168.1.2. Configured method is a manual configured, status is up, protocol is also up. Okay, so now from here we can reach to 192.168.1.1. Okay, so a ping to check that reachability, there is command ping 192.168.1.1. so check whether we are able to reach or not. So when you're getting this, okay, and repeat count. Okay, so there is only limited option is available into this simulation. So our reachability is fine. Okay, we are able to reach from here to here. 5 packet we sent and 5 packet we received. Okay, like that. If you check from here, 192 ping 192.168.1.2, so you'll be able to reach here. Okay, So now again we have some more interfaces are there. So we'll need to configure configuration terminal interface gigabit 0 by 1 IP address 1.1.1.1 255.0.0.0 and no shutdown. No shutdown. No shutdown. That's done. Now another interface is there. Exit interface fast Ethernet interface gigabit Ethernet 0 by 2 by 0 IP address 172.21.1.1.1 21.1.1 255.255.255.0.0 and no shutdown. What is this? Gigabit 172. IP address 21.1.1 255.255 IP address. So we need to select no switch port. No switch port. What is the command? Leave it this. IP address. Okay, we are in which interface? Just a minute. Interface, which interface? Gigabit 0 by 2 by 0, right? We reached here. IP address. What are the? I think this is a different type of switch port. No switch port. Let me do the no switch port. No switch port interface. Switch port protected access. Okay, but this is not also correct one. It should be a villain. Leave it this. So like this, we have to be like that. We need to configure the IPs. I don't know why it is not accepting. Otherwise, it must be accepted. Okay, like this, we configured here. In the same way, we need to configure here CLI mode and no. So once you did the no, you need to assign an IP. Enable configuration terminal interface gigabit 0 by 0 by 0 IP address 1.1.1.2 and 255.0.0.0 and no shutdown. Okay. Again, we have interface gigabit 0 by 0 by 1 an IP address 172.22.1.1.1 like this. You need to with subnet mask 255.255.255 or else 0.0. Okay, like that. Why I don't know why that device is not accepting. So leave it that. We have a branch. So now if you check, this router cannot ping to the 172.16.1.1. Okay, exit ping 172.16.1.1.1. Okay, this cannot reach this device cannot reach to this device because there is nothing, no routing protocol or no static routes are there. So by default, router cannot ping to different networks. Okay, which is not available into the routing table. So IP or IP route, if you check the routing table, there is nothing. 172.1.6 is not available, right? In this then it is also working like phone. Our phone. We are having what in the phone? We are having one contact numbers, right? So without available of contact number, we cannot ping to that guy, right? In the same way, when you don't have an address of this 172.1.6.1.1, you cannot reach here. For that, we need to use some routing protocols. Okay, that we will cover tomorrow. Then how we are assigning, how we are doing the static routes, and how we are going to start the communication, establish the communication from one network to another network by using a static routes. After that, we'll go with the default route, not only default route in the dynamic routing protocol. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. So I'm just stopping the recording and we'll see you tomorrow.